and I hope that you're well today.
Assalamu alaikum, hope you're well as well. So today's video, the water is boiling in the saucepan, so it has to be tea. It's ginger tea for today, and there are lots of health benefits associated with this tea, and personally we believe that it benefits us in so many ways. So we thought we might share how to make ginger tea, and we'll be explaining during this video while we're making tea in front of you pretty much on how we believe it can benefit you in so many ways. So the first thing, I think, let's share the ingredients that will be in a saucepan we'll be making 2 cups of tea, so it's 4 cups of water which is on boil. We'll wait for this water to reduce to 2 cups. That's when we'll serve the tea. Of course, during this time we'll be adding ginger and other ingredients to it. So the ingredients for today's, you can share, Faye, what the ingredients are.
Did you say about half an inch of ginger?
No, it's I think it's at least 1.5 inches.
My maths isn't great. Some finely cut ginger. I've sliced mine today, but you can grate it. You can. It just needs to be. Don't worry about the skin. The skin can stay on. It just needs to be in fine pieces so that you get as much flavour out as possible.
So we have just created these strips without peeling this ginger. You can peel it as well. It's your personal choice. About 1.5 inches of ginger.
Okay, and then I've just got 4 cloves, which Omer likes to, well, we both like to eat as well because they soften and they're very good for your health, which we'll explain later. And also 4 cardamom pods, which I will break open just so that those seeds the flavour can be released. But you don't need to crush them necessarily, just sort of break them open either with your hands or pestle and mortar. Do you want me to find it?
Okay, 1 more clove.
Okay.
So just regular cloves. So we'll be using 4 of these cloves in this tea. Why 4? Why not 5 or 6? We believe that eating these cloves, these 2 cloves will go in each cup, which will serve a cup of tea. And once it has boiled during the process, it becomes really soft. Still, if you try to eat it, it's very sharp, but it becomes very soft and much milder than originally what it is. Rest of the richness would be absorbed by the water, and it is believed that if you eat 2 cloves daily, it protects you against so many things, and it is probably the richest ingredient in antioxidants. So we'll be sharing more benefits during the video. So the reason for 4 cloves is we want 2 cloves to go in each cup of tea when it's served.
Yeah.
So 1 more?
Yes, it's there. But this is pretty much like our morning routine. We like to start the day with this tea. It's just something very refreshing and comforting, and obviously it's good to start the day with something healthy as well. So Omer's just crushing them, as I was saying, like breaking them open a little bit, and
the cardamom.
The cardamom, yeah, and the water is beginning to boil as well.
So it's steaming. Yeah.
You ready to go in?
I'm going to add the ingredients to it. So first to go in all the ginger. So would you like to share if sugar should be added to it? I don't add sugar to it, to my tea, but
we don't really have sugar with any of our tea apart from maybe sort of doodh batti or something like that. But in terms of our black tea that we normally drink throughout the day and this tea, we don't like to add sugar, but of course you are more than welcome to add a bit of sugar. But I think if you've not got too much of like a sweet tooth with drinks, it's nice to just appreciate all the nice flavours, I think. So while tea's being made, we're having a snack on nuts.
Yeah, our favorite snack morning snack just with tea. There are some biscuits which I really love as well. So sometimes when I'm not feeling very healthy, more tempted by nice biscuits, I would have a nice biscuit with a cup of tea. But generally, we do love eating nuts in the morning with tea.
We normally have dates and nuts kind of just on the table, don't we? Just kind of pick throughout the day. But today we've got almonds and cashews and dried apricots, which are Amer's favourite.
So these dried apricots are not exactly the ones which you'll get at supermarkets. These are whole apricots, dried, and there is still a pip inside. These are available. I've not seen them at the supermarkets. We get these from Asian shops, and I remember being a child buying lots of these from a corner shop in Pakistan, and that's what I would love to eat as a child.
They're very sweet, so they're like sweets.
So you can imagine they have such nice taste that my visit to a corner shop most of the times would be to get these, not the sweets. And yeah, almonds, cashews, which in Urdu is almonds, badam, cashew nuts, kaju. So they're rich in vitamins and they have so much goodness, and when you combine it with antioxidants and vitamins from this tea, I think it's a perfect combination to start your day. Smell is very nice.
Smells always
ginger.
great. Yeah. It's good. Like it's very good for your health. It's very good if you're not feeling well. I find we have a lot of ginger tea if you just got a bit of like a winter cold or something like that. It's just nice. It's just soothing, isn't it? And it's nice to have it at home. I feel like you can get definitely like packets or already prepared ginger and lemon tea, which we also have, to be honest, actually. But we always opt for just having some ginger like this and some ginger tea like this. We always have ginger in our house anyway, so
personally I believe the tea bags that we buy from supermarkets, I don't believe there is much goodness in there. Yes, you get the taste, but that's pretty much it. If you want to benefit from a drink, you have to use fresh and real ingredients and not rely on just a tea bag to give you it won't.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is believed to help in so many in fighting so many things, and personally we are convinced by that. You can try and see how it works for you. I think personally they're rich in antioxidants, which means your immune system is going to benefit from this tea, and immune system is what fights against any bacteria and viruses. So I think 1 cup water has reduced from this saucepan. There's pretty much 3 cups approximately left. We'll wait for some more time for it to reduce to 2 cups, and that's when we'll know that enough ginger goodness and cloves goodness and the cardamom fragrance has been absorbed in that water for us to serve it and enjoy it.
Yeah. Nice. You're not going to show them how you eat your almonds?
Oh,
Here's this funny thing.
okay.
I'm going to try your way.
Okay, the way I've always had an almond is just like this. So I'd hold it in my teeth and
He takes like 3 bites out of 1 almond and it just sort of rests in between his lips.
it's more like, it's like a squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts your front teeth. I don't know how you...
Have strong teeth.
You do have strong teeth.
Yeah.
You little squirrel. I remember when I first saw him do this and I was just, what are you doing? It's It's just something so small. Takes him so long to bite through, but there you go.
It is normal.
Yeah, you do some one way, some another.
I love doing almonds like this because they have bite to them, so it's nice to bite it like that for me. Almost there, little bit more. It smells so nice, it's so fragrant in here.
I really, no, I just enjoy this tea so much.
I think I would like to share one more thing.
Yeah.
What really defines our cooking and everything we do, whether it's making tea, it's the use of fresh ingredients. Mm-hmm. I think I cannot stress enough that how important it is to use fresh ingredients and not rely on canned products and half prepared, fully prepared these products. Buy fresh ingredients. They make, it's not only the benefits, they make the food and tea, everything taste so much better. Once you start buying fresh ingredients only and using them in your cooking, in your tea, I don't think you will ever go back. And what, we talk about environment and all these things, but at the same time we package everything, make it into a product, whether it's meat, whether it's anything, which to me personally doesn't make sense. If you just go to a butcher to get your meat, there is no packaging involved. There is, and it's not being made into a product and put on a shelf for either to go bad or people to force buy it. For me, going to a butcher is more of a ritual, which I know I would only do when I really feel like eating meat.
And you're supporting a local business as well, which is so much better. Absolutely, and it's not that. When it's things like food, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that, where it's just everything's available 24/7. Just because so much goes to waste, and it's not a healthy way to go about things.
And the same with we pick our onions and we just weigh them and we get them home. No packaging involved.
Yeah.
We take our bags. But if you observe, I just don't understand personally what is the reason for us to package everything and put everything on a shelf in a supermarket. It is very convenient. It is very convenient for me to buy it like that as well. But when it's when you have to create a balance between what's convenient and what's the right thing to do, I think personally I would not want to pick a packaged item. I would try to avoid it as much as I can. There are few things which we cannot avoid because nothing else is available, but as much as we can avoid, I think personally we should. Yeah.
This is an interesting thing because I was obviously brought up going to a big supermarket with everything mostly packaged, and you would just buy your 6 tomatoes, which are all in a packet, wrapped in more plastic, something along those lines. That kind of fruit and vegetables are like that in most supermarkets here, and the amount of sort of waste you would come to by the end of your weekly shop is just crazy. But then I think it was you and one of our other friends, we bought a melon or something, and you guys started to knock against it or something like that. And
that's a very common technique.
But the thing is, like, you've grown up with feeling when food is right or the kind of food you want to have by knocking against it or tapping it or pressing it or whatever you have to do to make sure that
everything,
you buy
not only food, like even with
clothes and
clothes,
everything.
garments.
But this is the difference.
We can just touch and tell whether it's pure cotton, whether it's pure silk, whether it's not.
But this was just the difference between us, because you would just buy the one that is right there for you. That's the top at the top. Your 6 tomatoes or whatever I was explaining. Whereas, like, if you've got them all already, you get to choose the ones you want. You have the right as a buyer to choose the ones you want and know what you're having and make sure things are fresh. And you know, these things, unless maybe you go to a market and you know are used to this kind of way of trading, my knowledge at least in this country was limited just because of the way that you know, I wasn't used to really shopping in a market, whereas you have done that for every, you know, every goods you want to buy, really.
I think to me, the prerequisite before I even think of styling or anything is the materials. Same the ingredients for food, the materials for clothing ourselves. It has to be pure materials. And even the pure materials, the way they have been made, they're mass produced, everything in this world these days, which to me doesn't make sense. I remember as a child, my dad would take me to a tailor to, you know, have my clothes done, whether it was shirt, trousers or suit or whatever, and whether it was my school uniform. And when it's made like that, it's made to last. You do spend a little more, but you're supporting the local business by doing that. But what you're getting in return is a product which will be loved for years and years and years. And I remember, because those products were pure materials, not made for a season but to last. Those were passed on from my cousins to myself, sometimes from me to my brother, and we hardly spent any money on clothing when I was growing up, but whatever money was spent in this way, which I believe we have lost in this age, and everything is mass produced. Mass producing even pure materials like cotton is very, very bad for the environment. It's fast fashion. Which to me doesn't make sense.
And it's cheap and it's convenient and all of this stuff. You go in and you'll find 10 pairs of trousers all in the same size, so you've pretty much got, you know, whatever you want. And I'm sure there's, you know, even more online if you want to just pick it up the next day. Like, that's just the way the world is now. But you definitely you definitely hunt for the things that you know will last and that you would love. Like, actually I'm like that. I'm someone who doesn't like to waste money. I mean, I hardly buy anything really, but I have to absolutely love it. I have to think in my head so much about how much I'm actually going to wear something, how much I'm going to use it before I then actually go ahead and buy something. You know, I'm like that. But I don't. Yeah.
It's very important to be aware and conscious of all such things, because end of the day, it leaves an impact on our surroundings, on this planet, and personally I think these are very easy things which we can fix in our individual lives at our ends, and I think it doesn't need much doing. And once you start buying things without packaging and, you know, just the basics, and I think it can change so much this way. And this used to be the old way of living, and I am really surprised that all the good things about our history and the way we used to live, we have stopped doing that, and I just don't understand why, and I don't understand the reason, but that's how I see the world is a different place now, and everything is fast.
Yeah.
Whether it's fashion, whether it's garments, everything, whether it's food.
Yeah, you are. You're told to buy everything, whatever it is, whatever you search for on the internet. Okay.
Okay, so
good.
That's reduced to 2 cups now. Let me see if I can show color a little. Maybe not. We can show it later. Once we. It's all right. Let's have. It's a very clear, sort of golden color that this tea has absorbed from all these ingredients, the fragrance, it's so nice that it's tempting. So let's make 2 cups. So I'm just going to sieve out 2 cups.
Looks nice.
And once I have a clear tea, my hunt for the 4 cloves would start.
Not a spoon.
Because I want those 4 cloves to go in the tea, 2 in each cup, and that will bite and eat these 2 cloves while we drink this tea. While you're hunting for cloves, I did try to find some information on the benefits of cloves. Let's see if I can. So what it says is that drinking clove water every morning can boost your immune system and protect you against infections and cases of flu. Clove water is an excellent source of healthy vitamins and minerals that can promote your health and immunity. It is also a great source of manganese, vitamin K, vitamin C, calcium, and magnesium. So this is just the clove, and I'm sure it's just a very tiny bit of information which I've just read to you. It's a very it's high in antioxidant value. We're just going to enjoy this tea now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would recommend you to try this tea.
Yeah.
Please visit our social media. There's lots going on. Our website is www.spicyqissah.co.uk, and Instagram is Spicy Qissah, and we have a Facebook page of Spicy Qissah as well. Let us know how you find it, and we'll see you very soon again. And it's bye from both of us for now.
Cheers. Goodbye.